Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. Bankers St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new.
Can we all please stand to acknowledge the national anthem of St. Lucia? Round of applause for the 2 participating teams. CLERY, LA, decked in the black. Of course, they're putting on the jerseys on their long sleeve. And of course, Newport South, decked in the green and white. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our game.
Second matchup right here at the Francis Babalastic grounds in Grosile. It's a big game, intriguing encounter. Of course, the defending champions CLERY versus the team who won last year's Tier 2 division, making their way up to Tier 1, that's VIEUX South. So, in terms of contrast, it is a massive matchup in tonight's encounter. Eli, two big teams are meeting for the first time in this year's campaign.
Yeah, of course, Elijah Williams and the critic Tennis in Glasgow in your company. Once again, I like to dub it the clash of the champions. Tennyson, you said it correctly. The champions of the Super League last season, VIEUX South, and the defending champions of this Premier League, CLERY. Both teams won the leagues in similar fashion. Started off just a tad bit slow. And in the second half of the season, scored buckets of goals, and ended up becoming the champions of the respective leagues. Of course, this is the first time they are playing each other in this league. The return leg will come a little later on. But this game promises to have a lot of good football, and more importantly, it promises to have goals. Let's see if I can get through the team sheets quickly. For CLERY, mainstay in goal, Devon St. Pre-national goalkeeper. Ahead of him, Lyndon Constantine, Darren Joseph, Donny Lionel, he returns to the starting lineup, and Ronham Cooper, they make up the back four. Ajani Hippolyte, who deputized for Donny Lionel, is into the midfield alongside Jonathan Allen and Jamanuel Xavier this time around. Yannick Noel is down the center with Mervyn St. Romain and Yuan Buju Degazor flanking him. For VIEUX South, Glendon Ferdinand in gold. Kimlan Mason, the captain, Kendall Clark, Michael Xavier, and Martin Tal, they make up the back four. Montel Justin, Trent Alexander, who returns to the midfield, and Jardel Harrow, they make up the midfield three. Obafemi Poyot down the center, flanked by Savio Elva, and Moses Henry, he returns to the starting lineup.
Two interesting starting lineups. You just named Eli, and as we can see, of course, it's very early in the encounter. Teams not settled just yet, but it's a free kick to VIEUX South, deep in their half. Obafemi, of course, the talisman for VIEUX South, not having the season he had in Tier 2, find a little difficulty to get on the score sheet on a consistent basis like last year. But if this VIEUX South team is to take the defending champions to the cleaners or to pause some sort of upset or threat, it would have to come through Obafemi.
Well, I think last season it did have a lean patch. He started off quickly, had a patch of 3 or 4 games where he didn't score a goal, and then to the back end, the business end, came alive again and ended up being the league's top scorer. But you're correct. What you want from him is a level of consistency. And I often say for him to do that, he needs to stay in central areas, critic. VIEUX South has a plethora of creative players around him. You know, the likes of Elva, Moses Henry, who's returned to the squad. Of course, Trent Alexander from midfield as well. So he needs to trust his players. He needs to stay in areas where he can be dangerous and trust that they will be able to get the ball to him. I think sometimes he goes in search of the ball, and that removes him from the area where he's most dangerous, which is within those 2 uprights.
I feel you. I get you. Good advice there for Eli. You certainly had a keen eye on Obafemi. That being said, Buju for CLERY has been unsung. I think he has had, 5 in 3? If my memory serves me right.
I don't think he netted in the last game, but previous to that, he had 5 in 2.
5 in 2, yeah. So he's been finding the back of the net at will. Also, St. Pri Showtime
But
has
he's
been
not in
chipped.
the lineup.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he's not in the starting 11. He must be carrying a niggle. But he normally chips in with a goal and assist. So it'll be interesting to see now how they can fare without St. Pri being available in the first 11.
Well, if you ask me, St. Pri should have had a hat trick in the last game. Only mustered one. But he too was in a rich vein of form, scoring 3 in his last 3.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we know his hold up and link up play, how important that is to this CLERY outfit. So let's see how they will fare with Yannick Noel, who's also very capable national striker in his own right. Let's see how he will fare in this encounter.
Like we always say, the CLERY players are quite adaptable, and they always seem to pop up at the right time, despite some of the familiar names not available in the starting lineup. So it's very, very interesting between those two teams. Player needs some attention. And see him beating the ground. Clearly, he doesn't look. Looks like a cramp so early in the encounter.
And number 7, I think that's Jonathan Allen.
As he's back up. CLERY, known for their intricate passing, especially in the final third. Ball coming across.
Good defending there by Kimlan Mason. Nice little bit of trickery there by Elva. What both of these teams have, Tennyson, is very good technical players that have good interplay, good first touch, and are very crafty, particularly in the attacking areas. So I expect when this game settles down that we'll see some good interplay and some good football.
Yeah, because like you said, they're two champions from extreme ends of the country. Searching past a little too much on this one. Of course, we know the history of River South. We know the history of CLERY. Two footballing communities, for sure. And our guy goes down again. We might just see changes. Need some attention again.
Well, CLERY do have the likes of Callum Marius, who started the last game on the bench, that can come in. Of course, Malik St. Pri as well. We know he can play in a multitude of different areas.
I already see him warming up as well. We're just waiting on the verdict to know if they have to make that substitution.
And looks like he's in tears there. I think he thinks it's something serious. Hate to see that. The game just began and it promises to be a very good game, and don't want players holding back because injury concerns. Sometimes when you see your teammate go down injured, you tend to be a little reserved for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah. But back to action on the field. A long punt there. Goalkeeper collects quite nicely.
It's official now. It's Malik Senprian for Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen, better known as Dunga. Yeah, both teams not getting to their strides as yet. And we know, of course, like we always say, CLERY known for its fluidity, but they're still jostling about on the pitch. It's a free kick to VIEUX for South. Just past the halfway line. Sometimes this game is dealt with on fine margins.
It's been start-stop. No team has really been able to get a grip on the fixture just yet.
Yeah, you could see the intensity between the two teams. Loads of instructions being dished out by CLERY. However, a foul on the VIEUX player. Just on top of the box area. Very interesting place.
Of course, we know about the delivery of Moses Henry. Missed a couple of games and Elva deputized adequately, but we've seen him moving away now. It's actually Trent Alexander going to take this one. Moses Henry in the box. Good dipping shot there. Some confusion there. The referee's assistant pointing to the corner flag for corner, which I believe was the correct call. Referee overriding him and saying it's a goal kick.
Yes, indeed, it was a corner. And the referee went with his judgment rather than the AR. Again, that ball not able to be settled on the floor just yet. It's a foul on Malik. Not a bad crowd under the covered stand area, Eli, for a Sunday night. There's also a nice little build up under the tamarind tree as well. Tamawe stands.
The Tamawe stands.
Yeah, the TS.
I think CLERY has a nice little traveling contingent.
Yes, they do.
We say big up to Ras Isley. Some of you may know him as cultural icon from CLERY, involved in drumming and poetry. Footballers will tell you he's had a hand or foot in a lot of some of the top footballers in coming out of CLERY's development.
Yeah, you're correct. Hand or foot. Precisely. Meantime, we see VIEUX South battling it out. I think the referee has been the man under pressure so far.
What I would say is if both teams are complaining, that means he's consistent.
Some central defenders making their way.
Dangerous ball in there and well defended.
Yeah, good defense there.
Darren Joseph. You know, we were speaking a little earlier on about an ideal defensive pairing. And I was saying to you that Kingsley Henry, you know, would have and Bradley T. So that's sort of what you get with Donil and Darren.
From VIEUX South.
No, from CLERY.
From CLERY.
Yeah, Donil and Darren there.
But VIEUX South have an interesting pairing as well. You know?
They do.
Yeah.
But I also think they are very similar in terms of their traits.
Yes.
In terms of Donil,
Aggression.
you have the power.
That's right.
You have the pace. And in terms of Darren, you have the finesse, the tenacity.
That's right. But in VIEUX case, both of them have tenacity and aggression.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
yes.
There's a shot, milk for the cat. First shot on target there for CLERY.
But what we've seen, though, of the substitution of Arlene for St. Prix, a tweak in the positions. So you're moving St. Romain now dropping into an attacking midfield area. Yannick Noel moving out wide and Malik St. Prix occupying the central striking area.
That's right. So that which means the focal point of attack will go through St. Prix. Again, you mentioned his hold-up play. He's quite versatile up top. He has a lot of tricks as well. So we'll see how the defense of VIEUX can deal with him. And they too have to recognize the change of personnel and their positions.
I think in terms of his physical stature, he provides a different challenge for the back two of VIEUX South. Searching ball there by Lionel.
Good defense. Just ushering him out. Now you guys said I haven't shot my partner tonight. Doku, big up yourself. You have a Manchester derby on the weekend.
That's right.
Oliver chasing this one. Good clearance there by the left back for CLERY. When in doubt, you play it out. Good defense there by VIEUX South.
Speaking of good friends, I want to shout out Moving Coco Bellas as well. Not sure if he's in the grounds or if he's following via the stream. His beloved VIEUX South in action this evening.
He's actually at a football game in Deriso. I think there's football in Deriso tonight. That's where he is. If I know him well, he have the stream in one hand and his eyes on the playing field. The guy is football crazy.
So right now he coakley-eyed. One eye on the phone and one eye on the game. I don't know. I just asking it.
My response to this one is the eyes have it. The eyes have it.
Interestingly enough, there's also football in Masha.
Yes, I think it's the opening of the of the cup of the Rep Cup.
Correct.
Yeah.
Philip J. Pierre Cup. Definitely football fever in St. Lucia. I always credit the Semi-Pro Football League for there being an uptick in interest in live football matches.
All well and good.
Good, calm, composed defending by Lionel, and then he plays it out into touch.
Almost. There's a little too much pace on that one. But you could see what VIEUX South wants to do. Play their runners in.
Well, Devon St. Pierre has been exceptional this season at the back for CLERY. I mean, his team has, for the most part, controlled the game, but he brings that level of calm and assurance in the back. He's somebody who can play the ball back there. You go play the ball back to him. He's not going to lose it. He's going to ensure that he outlets it properly. His distribution is excellent, whether it be throwing the ball or kicking the ball.
He also can play. Well, I've seen him play as a striker as well, so I guess that's where he learned to use his feet. And of course, modern day footballers must be able to do so. Buju going on a rant there, trying to get past two players, resulting in a corner for CLERY. But just back on Sempri, he can use his feet very well. He reads the game as well. So he's the skipper. So there's a level of maturity there for him, responsibility as well. Very, very rare these days that you see goalkeepers be captains, because your influence is probably needed further up the pitch, and he's named captain as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
He's also been a youth coach as well, so the leadership quality is definitely there for Devon St. Pierre.
Throw into VIEUX South.
Tamawe stands very lively at the moment. Heated debate going on there.
Shot and goal, an effort from way out. Collected comfortably by the goalkeeper. And one time VIEUX South is on the attack.
Yeah, I think he was trying to slot in Yannick Noel there and got it wrong. Right. similar to what just happened there with VIEUX South. No team really having a telling chance as yet. The shot that was tipped over by St. Prix a little earlier on was not on target. It would not have been on target, so still very much a chess match there. Joseph carrying it forward. There we see that hold-up play. That hold-up play of the other St. Prix, Malik.
Showtime. Again, you can see the skill set, fending off defenders, allowing players to move into position for the pass he wants to execute. And of course, basically just toiling with his opponent, because you know eventually the whistle will come.
It's a very interesting call there. Joseph challenging for the ball and ends up on top of Obafemi Poyot, and despite getting his head to the ball, foul called in favor of VIEUX South.
Another opportunity for VIEUX South to dink one.
Interestingly enough, one of CLERY's best headers of the ball, being Showtime, is not in the mix. And as I say so, he's retreating slightly. Away by Lionel.
Good defending there by CLERY. As much as we praise them on offense, they have a remarkable record in terms of defending as well. Only one goal being scored so far against them. So they too can defend.
Yeah, if you crunch the numbers, they concede 0.2 goals per game and score 3. They've scored 15 in 5 and conceded 1 in the 5. That's elite level statistics by any stretch. We see Buju in there with a shot there.
Should have done better though. He
has
a skill set. Yeah, but despite that, he has a skill set to at least make the goalkeeper come up with a save. Because he can use either feet. You did mention the off balance to a certain extent. But there was a little more, too much power in it as well, Eli.
Yeah.
But good shot nonetheless.
Just caught between trying to fend off the defender and
shooting.
Of course, I've been told he's a left footer. I beg to differ. Can use either foot equally well, from what I've seen.
CLERY on the attack. It's a situation, Eli. Snapshot Good save. Should be a throw in for VIEUX South. Good ball going up. Sempre urging his teammates to keep playing. That's the instructions. Not having the way just yet. VIEUX South very resolute at the back. It would be interesting to know the statistics defensively for VIEUX South. How many goals conceded?
Take a quick look. VIEUX South have actually conceded 7 goals and scored 9 in their 5 fixtures. 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 defeat.
So they're finding the life in Tier 1 not easy. I don't think they ever imagined it would have been easy, but it's in the balance for them.
Well, as it stands, they're in 4th position. Tied on points with Grosile, who +1, they're on +2 in terms of goal difference. So, for a newly promoted team being in the top 4 this early, I think they can consider a feather in their cap. And they'll try to build on that.
Yeah, for sure. Players.
Shot in there.
Trying to get Sempre off his line.
Miss kick there by Sempre. And a shot there by Mason at Sempre. Backpedaling for a bit there. Started off on target and then just swerving away the outside of the right boot. Hit with power. But not the requisite precision.
Yeah, but not bad in the attempt. I mean, just to get him
Yeah.
alert of what's happening. I think the kicker for VIEUX South did very well.
It's Kimlan Mason coming, the skipper there, coming from his right back berth. And Central Main.
Went in there very bravely as a mark. Very, very brave. Went in there very brave because the goalkeeper certainly had more percentage of getting that ball. Whatever situation of whether it's his face or his nose.
I'm not sure. When it was live, I actually thought he got to the ball first. But the angle that we're at, I mean, I'm not certain of that, just from my naked eye. Of course, the captain, Devon Sempre, rushes up. But clearly he's in quite a bit of discomfort. Also a national player.
Loads of concern around him.
Yeah, not sure. Let's take a look at the replay again. Ball played up there by Joseph and got caught with the knee of Glendon Ferdinand, the midriff. Hopefully he's just winded and it's not something more serious, because that contact was pretty solid. Just take the opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors, the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, and by extension, Government of St. Lucia, the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc., Invest St. Lucia, the National Lotteries Authority, Brothers Cider, agents in St. Lucia, Order Shop St. Lucia, the Bank of St. Lucia Limited, Court Unicoma, ES Productions, and our friends over at Flow. Central Main being ushered off. If ever you are at any of the semi-pro venues, of course, Brother Cider is always on special. It's 2 for $10. I recommend you try the toffee apple. It's one of our favorites.
Of course, we're back to live action. We first have spreading towards the right side.
By the looks of it, it looks like Central Mino is just winded, because I'm not seeing a substitution on deck. And he's walking under his own power right now.
Trying to mount a raid on the right side. Bad pass or miscontrolled.
Emmanuel Xavier is another player for the CLERY that I really enjoy watching play. He's very smooth on the ball, more of a holding midfielder, more of a number 6. We see Buju taking on his man. Has to be double teamed there.
No nonsense defense as well, as much it is double team, but you could see the tenacity and the eyeing of Buju, because of course he's in good goal scoring form as well. Don't want to give him a chance. So the defense, despite the doubling up, they're coming with some strong, aggressive play.
Good goal scoring form, good assist form, good interplay form. Always in and around everything good that Leclerc is doing, Yuan Degazon.
Wrong choice of pass.
You could see Buju saying that he wanted that to fit.
Yeah, I don't even think if it would have gotten to him, I think that pass should have been made to the right back and then
Cooper
go across to Buju. Good defensive play there by VIEUX for South. With confidence, just booting that one back to the goalkeeper.
Meanwhile, Central Main back on for Leclerc, so good sign there. For a while there, it was a bit worrying, the manner in which he was riling in pain apparently on the ground. But I suspect he got winded from a knee to the gut.
Would you say that it's a stern test for CLERY so far with VIEUX South? Good test.
I think so far it's been a very interesting fixture. I don't think any team has any clear-cut advantage. I think they've both made forays into the other's attacking third and tried to string some passes together, tried to have some neat interplay, but both of these teams are very capable offensively and defensively. So 40 minutes in, I would say it's honest even, and the scoreline demonstrates that.
Yeah, it tells to that as well. You could see as well the CLERY fans are a little, frustrated to a certain extent that when that ball comes in the final third, they're not able to find anyone. So there's no movement up top for CLERY.
Good play there by Saint Romain.
He's certainly back on his feet. Foul most definitely climbing to the back of the player. So free kick for VIEUX South. Obafemi trying something acrobatic. He's been very
dangerous.
quiet as well.
That's why he's dangerous, though.
I know he has this bit about him, but he's been very quiet tonight. And again, to making the jump to tier 1, Eli, there's a target on his back because everybody knows his exploits last season. So definitely he's a mark man.
Yeah, unlike St. Preux, I think, adds so much to the dynamism of CLERY that he drops off very often and gets involved into the play in midfield. And I don't think Obafemi Poyot presents the same sort of dynamics.
Two different sort of player.
Yeah.
Two different sorts.
So he really has to depend on the craft and guile of those around him
That's
to get
right.
him the ball.
Yeah, he needs that service. He needs that ball played into him. Like you mentioned, he has not been wondering about this game, but he has stayed more central. But for some reason, they have not been able to find him.
Well, I think that reason is CLERY.
Up against a good defense. Professional foul, you call this one.
It's a good foul if you ask me.
Yeah. That's one for the team. Certainly one for the team.
I think he's been cautioned there.
Free kick to CLERY. Very quiet. I don't know. From the time they renamed the playing field, it's gotten very quiet. When it was the Grosley playing field, it used to be loud. From the time they named it from Francis Baba Elastic grounds. It's been very quiet.
It was loud last night when Grosile was playing.
Yeah, but Baba is a quiet guy, you know.
He is.
Yes. So
Very.
comes with the territory.
I want to say shy. Me as at least de Leuka di Nivis.
Good shot, good save as well. Ball still in the area. Double save there by the goalkeeper. Goal kick. Of course, you could hear the applause.
Yeah.
As I just mentioned, the grounds were quiet, so they needed something just to ignite them.
Had a little chattive Baba Elastic just prior to the start of this second fixture. He's in the place, and in true fashion, you know, he just a wry smile and put his head down, and he's not the one that likes to be spoken about, despite the fact that he has been excellent in terms of his footballing career.
I was just wondering, last night I saw him for blazer. So every time he comes to his field when there's an event, does he have to wear a blazer?
Yeah.
There's a program called Men in Blazers.
He was casual when I saw him.
All right, cool. All right.
But I don't know if he was about to put the blazer on.
There's a tricky one. Ball in the area, very high. The Clery able to deal with it.
Coach Zane Pierre still demonstrating his technical abilities with the ball. Zane Pierre, in terms of skill, one of the more skilled players I've seen don the St. Lucia shirt, national shirt.
That's going to be a throw in now to VIEUX South.
Looks like it's going to be a corner kick.
Ah, it seems to be all right. Cool.
Elva set to put it in. Saviola Elva, that is.
VIEUX South certainly not making it easy for Clery at all. They're up for the challenge.
We knew it would be a good game. To be fair, I expected more goals. I know these are two very attack-minded teams. But in retrospect, they are also two very organized teams. Of course, we speak about the coach of the CLERY team, Zane Pierre. But the coach of VIEUX South, Jamil Joseph himself, a former national striker.
So it's a striker versus a midfielder.
Was that control versus attack?
Correct. Finishing versus passing. Jamil's the finisher. Zane the passer.
Darren Joseph picking up a yellow card there. By any chance, was your favorite superhero Batman, Critic?
No. No.
Don't like bats?
At all. I used to bat. I don't think I have a superhero, you know. No superhero.
A little too much mustard on that one.
Way too much. I always say that, when you have those situations, you want to give your team a chance. Give your team a chance. Just put it in the little area. Let's put it in the area. Penalty spot area. Anything could happen. Try to
Just clip it in.
Yeah, try to be too inventive with this one.
3 minutes of stoppage time already gone. We are into minute number 6 of first half stoppage time. Of course, there was a long delay with Central Main going to ground and interesting then. Offside. Offside called there and that is what Obafemi Poyot brings to the game, critic. When he's in those areas, he's dangerous.
Because the little dink pass may have just gotten to the area before.
I don't know if that was offside. I mean, we can take a look at the replay again. It's not the best of angles, but when the ball is played right there, I think Donny Lionel keeps him on. I think we've been robbed of a goal there by the assistant referee. I think we've been robbed of a pretty good goal too. To be fair, it was very close.
Looks like come next season, the league may have to invest in VAR. VAR, they could place the office at the SLFA in the CLERY. And we just have to call on VAR to give us justification. It's an investment.
Well, definitely, yes, production has the capabilities of doing so.
Yeah. Different angles and we draw the line.
Hopefully the VAR doesn't give somebody a VAP.
No. It's just technology.
Alright, so it's 0-0 right there. VIEUX South versus the CLERY at the Francis Barbalastic grounds in Grozile. And we'll be back in just a few second half action.
Let me remind you that we'll be back here on Tuesday night. See VIEUX taking on Babolo and Squazel down to play South Pass Street. Games are at 7 and 9 respectively.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. VIEUX saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. VOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. VOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. VOSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go! This is what we love. This is what we love. Let's play! This is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
From the time I knocked my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cox Optical, ou pas besoin d'apprendre avec examination yo toujours fait. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou ça joindre les nettoyer à ce qu'on dit. Avec si on est 4 discount NIC, ou qu'il joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour les nettoyer, à commencer à yon don.
Cox Optical, bon Jésus. Higher purchase là, bon Jésus.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that bikers get into accidents, you get so caught up in enjoying riding that you don't remember that it's not only you on the road. A couple years ago, I was in a bike accident, could have lost my life, but luckily for me, I had this helmet. This is what saved my life and this is why I'm here with you today to share this testimonial. I'm telling you to stay safe, be vigilant and wear your helmet.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy? Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. OSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go. This is what we love. This is what we love. Let's play. This is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
From the time I knocked my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cox Optical, ou pas besoin après examination yo toujours fou. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou ça joindre les netto à ce qu'on dit. Si on est cap discount NIC, ou kay joindre 50% discount plus. Changer frame pour les netto, ka commencer à yon don.
Cox Optical, bon jésus. Higher purchase là. Mon Jésus.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that
Now we want to cry. Since the day I tell him to this boy to stop your ride. If you didn't like it, it's okay. He's a man. Well, it's not his man. What are his mind? No one can tell me back that. I tell you. What are his mind? No one can tell me back that. Choke that in. You see that right? I want him here for that. You see that right? I tell you, who's in there? Start making money, they acting funny. They see you flexing, have you rocking like a psycho bunny,
Welcome back to our game. We stand at a nil ball here between South and CLERY. Let me remind you that we will be back here on Tuesday and Wednesday. All action, that's on the Semi-Professional Football League 2025 right here in St. Lucia.
And we're back here at the Francis Babalastic grounds. Intriguing contest between two champion teams. VIEUX South making the trip up against the defending champions of the Premier League, the CLERY. Score still poised at 0-0. Elijah Williams and Tennyson Glasgow, aka
Once it's not Clovis. It's a C.
And we see a goal right there by VIEUX South, just hitting this one wide. You would have wanted him to cut it back, but you up to shoot And just taking a walk, you could see there's a CLERY passy, there's a CLERY presence.
CLERY passy,
yeah, there's a presence.
Yeah.
There's a presence. I want to say good night to my good friend Yellow, all the way from New York City. Came in to support CLERY.
Flew in from New York just to support CLERY, huh?
Well, it's further than that, actually. Very good friend of Tony Paul. As a matter of fact, he was with Tony Paul on the night of everything. He was just giving me a little insight. So he just basically, you know, stayed extra to take in some football.
Very well, very well.
Yeah. The famous splice.
I think the first half was jabs and bobbing and weaving, and I think the second half will be a little bit more open, hopefully, with those two teams. You may just see a little bit more direct play. Expect the jabbing and the bobbing and weaving to continue for maybe about the first 10-15 minutes of the half. But definitely if a goal is scored, you're going to see the teams up the ante.
Yeah, certainly. I think the VIEUX South team has matched the intensity and have been able to track down the movement of the dangerous players like Buju and Showtime Malik, that is. We have the heads clashing there, two heads clashing. So Eli, here's the thing with me, right? Okay, I understand football is a contact sport. So we have a situation where two heads clash. So you see how Obafemi is beating and knocking and all this and that, and yeah? See what happens in the next 5 minutes.
The spray is going to help, critic. Or the ice pack or the heat pack. It's going to help. A sudden shock value there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just saying, VIEUX South has matched the intensity of the movement of CLERY. Because VIEUX South in their defense have a lot of runners as well. And they're certainly up for it. They're tracking. They might be, you know, of a lesser level, but they're making it very difficult for CLERY. So CLERY now needs to find another way to break down the defense of VIEUX South.
I think technically they are right there at the same level with CLERY. I think I think the technical abilities of the players, I think, might be on par. I think CLERY is probably more of a well-oiled machine, you know, in terms of their cohesiveness. I mean, two of the key players in this VIEUX South team from last season, that being Jervick McFarlane and Noah Nicholas, they've not featured.
Not featured at all.
And you can still see the fluidity in the VIEUX South team. And I think they have the technical players in their squad, particularly in attacking areas. I think CLERY would have pipped them in terms of the goalkeeper and maybe some of the defensive players. But I think that's what makes it an interesting contest. They're both sort of cancelling each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Any 2D protocol going on there?
I don't think the 2D, they may have just not gotten all the way to the 2D. You know? They're back up and they're good as jolly.
A crunching tackle. I think sometimes players fail to realize the laws of the game don't just speak to getting to the ball first. Sometimes you may get to the ball first, but if you've put in a tackle that is deemed dangerous, may endanger the opponent, if the tackle may be too forceful, you're going to get called for a foul. So it's not always just about getting to the ball first.
Yeah.
Unless if you are defending the penalty box.
Very good goalkeeper, very good, using the hands and making sure he gets in there. Listen, goalkeeping is a special art, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the players from VIEUX South seem not happy with the calls being made by the official, especially when he blows those fouls.
It's time Lesroy Joseph seeking the counsel of his assistant referee. Dangerous ball in there. Flicked on by St. Pri.
Not getting enough onto it. Yeah, St. Pri tried, but was not able to get enough onto it.
Seemed to have tweaked something as well.
Yeah, probably that's why he didn't start. So he might just revisited that little injury.
Trying to walk it off, looks like.
It's a corner now to VIEUX South.
Last year, we would have seen Moses Henry taking majority of the corner kicks. This year, that assignment seems to have gone to Saviola Elva.
Yeah, he's a very good young player, you know, Saviola. Referee going across to
Dangerous ball in there, pinballing into the area, and Rodham Cooper with it now. Tries to get an outlet. Central main. Xavier.
very good goalkeeping. Quick off his line. Good, of course, good communication at the back. You could have heard the call, Eli, where he said goalkeeper, and just was able to clasp it in his arms. St. Pri trying to welcoming across, seeing that the ball went out of play.
Yeah, I believe it did.
Yeah, it certainly did. And now we're trying to see Eli where CLERY trying to mount some raids and try to make it difficult for VIEUX.
Before South applying a high press and reaping the rewards of that, winning the ball high up there. Elva, some trickery. Shot blocked. And it's CLERY's turn now. CLERY playing a little bit more direct now in the second half, Critic.
There's an interception there by Buju. Good effort. Good
what an attempt.
Good, very good try from way out, using the outside part of his foot. Sort of like a...
Benjamin Sesko?
Yeah. Really
it's okay to say it, you know.
No, really a good effort by Buju, being really inventive and not allowing the goalkeeper to know where he is. So had that ball been on frame, that would have been one of the best goals so far for the season.
I would have dubbed it the best goal of the season.
Yeah.
The distance
really
and
good try.
He had to get that absolutely perfect, and he wasn't far away.
Really good try. They first off having control and possession deep in their half. Here's a searching pass upfield. There's Buju on the charge. Tried.
Got the pace, but not the accuracy. Got the pace and power, but not the accuracy. I thought he would have cut it across the face of the goal.
It would have been difficult. Of course, he's rolling downhill to a certain extent. So it would be kind of hard to go across and shoot. Like you said, probably could have cut back. But to shoot from an angle and get past the goalkeeper would have been very difficult.
Very lofty expectations of the young man, Critic. He's technically gifted.
I know. But the angle wasn't his friend. Very
Good football there. Good football there again. And there you go.
Very good shot there again by CLERY. So this was the sort of shot Buju intended to do.
Very good football, very good interplay.
Yeah, good build up, good build up.
Come on, man, Cooper, man.
Milan Jules coming in for Yannick Noel.
Poor touch there, ball going outside.
Yeah, but as expected, just about 20 minutes into the second half, we've seen a lot more free-flowing football. The jabs and the bobbing and weaving has come off, and both teams are throwing hooks and straight rights and lefts.
It certainly is very interesting because they seem to be more open now. I think we've seen where both teams want to get those 3 points. So they're basically going for it. Either way, we've seen 2 shots go back in, 1 save as well for CLERY. Now let's see how the delivery of this free kick. Flag is instantly up. CLERY living dangerously there. Ball going out.
Excellent control there by Pierre on the sideline.
He might have to suit up if luckily going to get those 3 points tonight. Better pass, man. Wow.
I think I just heard the referee man about 7 consecutive times from both teams.
Good football there by for South, coming out of
Saviola,
trouble.
yeah.
Playing this one neatly out of trouble.
Saviola asking a lot of his teammates to do that.
Too much. But back to the referee, man.
Well, the referee is a man. I mean,
No, but even when the lady was officiating in the other game, you would have heard them say referee, man. I guess it's just the norm.
good football there.
Again, you see the mark and track. You see the mark and track of VIEUX South.
And there's the opportunity there. Well saved.
Very good save by Sempre. Going all the way down, very low. Kicker making good contact, but Sempre reading that shot to a T.
Made it look routine. Good snapshot there by Central Main
good,
Richard
good,
in the
good
favor.
all-around football.
The gloves are off, critic. Both teams going for it. A good 20 minutes plus stoppage time left.
Interesting part of the foot, outside foot. Able to make a successful pass. Still keeping possession VIEUX South. Yeah, ball goes out of play. Like Eli said, the shackles are off. Something's got to give. Just hitting the 70th minute mark. 20 odd minutes to go. CLERY, the league leaders. VIEUX South in 4th position on the table. Remember, the top 4 after the 18 rounds progress. Like the NCAA Final 4.
That's right.
No, Eli, you'll be quite familiar with the NCAA. Just letting you know I'm UNC. University of North Carolina.
Tar Heel.
That's right. Interesting corner, not taking enough time to put that ball in an area of concern. Flat. Barely make it onto the first post. And he has an opportunity for a throw in. Change of throw, so I'm thinking they're going to go for a long throw. Looking for a flick on midway through. Is that flick? Good block.
For South. Now, nice interplay there. Still there.
Rush of a shot, not settling himself.
Good control by Saint Romain.
Another good shot on target there for CLERY. Very good kick as well.
Yeah, Ferdinand is on song tonight. Another searching ball in there.
Good defending there by VIEUX South. Double teaming. Very good shot there again. Power. Lacking accuracy, but very good shot. Yeah, VIEUX South are certainly up for the challenge, despite the countless shots by CLERY. CLERY fans kind of stunned to a certain extent. Very rare that they see their team up until the 75th minute not being able to score. Very, very stern test for the defending champions.
Of course, VIEUX South adding another dynamic with Taj Constantine in for Elva. Taj Constantine deputized very well in the absence of Moses Henry earlier on in the season. So he'll be coming on, or he's on. It was on with about 20 minutes to go, and see if if he can weave some of his magic, and there he is on the ball right now.
Not going their way, you see players teaching out instructions to one another, trying to get a sense of composure and discipline. Message is being sent across in the CLERY team. Good pass there by Sempre. Trouble in the area. Those balls are always tricky when they come from this angle. It's clear in the upright. This was a cross. Like, do you think there is something in this game for VIEUX South?
I think there is something in this game for either side.
But remember, the CLERY are the defending champions, and on merit, they are supposed to get past VIEUX South. VIEUX South just coming up from second tier.
I guess you can say so on paper, but you have to play the fixtures. They're not played on paper. VIEUX South have demonstrated that they have the mettle, the technical ability, the intensity, the
we have a substitution for VIEUX South. And it looks like your guy over Femi will be the one going out. Over Femi again finding it difficult to score. Well marked.
Cheyenne Lionel is the one coming in. Are we going to see Moses Henry playing in the striker position? Frustration levels going up for the CLERY players. Maybe they feel a sort of pressure to win this fixture that you've been speaking of. They've the only team in the league with a perfect record, 5 wins from 5 games played.
So the pressure definitely is on them to keep up that record.
Well, the first win of the season was a 1-0 victory, so they've demonstrated they can eke out close victories. But this VIEUX South team is a very good team. Mistake there. And another mistake there on attack. Not showing enough patience, not showing enough
Just
composure.
continue to carry. And then you cut back easily. But he went for glory. CLERY reclaiming possession. Double teamed, triple teamed. And like Eli said, frustration started to creep in. Players wanting to be everywhere. Passes are not coming. Fans moaning in the stands. Is it going to happen for CLERY tonight? Or is VIEUX going to cause an upset?
VIEUX get something from this game. If they come out with 3 points, I definitely would not call it an upset. I think they've had just as good of this game as CLERY has had. Just two champion teams battling it out. Good football there! And it looks like the captain, is it? No, is it Kimlan Mason? The skipper.
From all the way from defense. Very good goal there for VIEUX South.
Good interplay. And you can't say
they were good
worth
for it.
That goal.
Yeah, they were worth that goal.
CLERY may want to raise the argument that they too may have deserved the goal in this game.
Yeah, but
it's who takes their chances, critic.
Very good build-up, very good finish by the skipper. Well, interested enough to, they went to celebrate in front of the fans. But I could hear a fan from CLERY. Referee, yellow card for the whole team, yellow card. 1-0 in favor of VIEUX South. The clock is ticking, it's only 85th minute. I did mention to Eli if VIEUX South scores, it wouldn't be an upset. And he clearly said no, it wouldn't have been. But I do think it is. Because you're playing against the defending champions and you're now coming up as second tier. So it's a goal that is quite deserved, but I would call it an upset if the result stands.
What I want you to observe is that Kimlan Mason took that shot from a similar position of Yuan Degazo and went across the keeper.
Yes.
Low and hard.
But he didn't go for power, whereas Yuan Buju went for power. What he went for was for precision. That's what beat Semperin goal.
And another one! VIEUX South with the tails up right now. 4 minutes of regulation plus a stoppage time for the CLERY to maybe draw level, maybe even win the game. But equally so, it's time for VIEUX South to also add to their lead.
Now it's a free kick for CLERY. Now this is where you have to have the calm heads for VIEUX. Build that wall. Follow the instructions from your goalkeeper. Whereas trickery, something that CLERY would have learned or practiced on their training ground. Who is going to get a lot going on there right now? A lot is happening there right now. A lot on both ends.
Brendan Ferdinand desperate to keep a clean sheet. Good strike, what a goal! What a goal! And CLERY are back in it! They give as good as they get. As Johnny Hippolyte deployed into his midfield both. We saw him score a cracker in VIEUX, and he's done it again.
Yeah, it was a hell of a free kick, beaten for pace. The goalkeeper did set up his wall, but the precision and the power of that hit, you could have probably put in two goalkeepers, Eli, and not get a chance. But CLERY showing their worth as champions just when you thought they were down, able to take full advantage of that free kick.
Football is a cruel game, critic. Can go from joy and elation to disappointment, and the reverse is also true. So, from two attacking teams, we've seen goals from a defensive midfielder and a right back.
Interesting one right there. About three persons just basically waiting, and he just spooned that opportunity.
Oh boy, an opportunity here. Opportunity here for Sean! Ferdinand up to it. He went for power, should have probably looked towards us. Lofted that one up over the onrushing Glendon Ferdinand. This game has everything, critic. The second half of this game has had everything.
Yeah, every bit of action, end to end.
3 minutes of added on time, according to the fourth official. The fans will want an extra 6. The way this game has heated up in the last 5-10 minutes. End-to-end action here at the Francis Babalastic grounds in Groseley.
Certainly has come alive. I did mention the was quiet to a certain extent. But this is what goals brings to games. Anxiety, noise, commotion, reaction, screaming, you name it.
Alan Marius into the game there, looks like for Emmanuel Xavier, maybe too little too late. Marius is a very skillful player in midfield that can drive his team forward, but if just a little over a minute, probably not enough time, critic, to impact the game.
I don't think it's enough for him.
Very well done.
Well done.
Bad pass there, just losing a little composure there. And another ball in there!
Blown offside.
Well, if we hold on to the promised 3 minutes that was allocated, I think it'll be all honors even here. It'll be the first points the CLERY have dropped for the season. But VIEUX South will probably feel like this is a victory for them. In some sorts, they may be a little disappointed that they couldn't hold on to that 1-goal lead. There they are again, still trying to create a chance. Ball across the face of the goal. Cleared away. Still in a dangerous position. And cleared away by Lionel. It's gone past the 3 minutes.
Not much time for sure.
And VIEUX South will see if they can muster up one final opportunity. Ball, back flick. Honors even here at the Francis Babalastic grounds in Grosile. We just witnessed a championship encounter between VIEUX South and CLERY. Jean Hippolyte in the 88th minute, equalizing after Kimran Mason's 85th minute go-ahead goal for VIEUX South. Critic, what a game.
Yes, I think this clearly shows an advert for the St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Two champion teams battling it out. I think the scoreline tells the true story of what the game could have been or should have been. I think a draw is a fair result.
Yeah, for Elijah Williams, Tennis in Glasgow. Catch you guys next time.